This is what's wild in New Hampshire by a wildlife biology terraform. Hey, I'm down in Bear Brook State Park. Another beautiful sunny, well, fall. Officially fall. Yesterday was the equinox. Yeah, we're in the fall. I'm here with Kyle Lombard. Kyle, well, why are we down here in Bear Brook? And by the way, it was, what, 2 years ago that on this very Facebook post you announced that you had discovered the beech leaf disease. So
Yeah,
we're
and
following up. What's happening to our beaches with this new disease that has moved into New Hampshire just a couple of years now, right?
right.
Not three,
Yeah.
I think two.
Well, it's probably been here 3 years. I think we've known about it for two.
Okay.
So we're at Bear Brook because this is really where it all began. This is where the worst outbreaks a couple of years ago were found, and it's a site that we're doing some treatments at to see if we can.
Treatments. Wow.
Yeah, treatments, bark applied treatments that are systemic and go up into the foliage and may have some efficacy in either killing or at least discouraging the feeding of nematodes.
So this is a nematode is like an insect, right?
It's a roundworm.
Okay.
It's like heartworm, they're really tiny. And this is a foliar nematode, and it's
Okay.
pretty novel to forestry. This
Wow.
is really you expect these kinds of things in sort of the agriculture world.
Okay.
And this is the only one we know of in the forestry world.
Wow. But it's been
affecting
devastating
trees.
to our beaches.
Yeah, and so it's taking out. You can
What are we
see-
seeing here,
Yeah,
Kyle?
this is a treatment site that is devastated by beech leaf disease. You should not be able to see all that sunlight down through the understory of that beech stand. I mean, so most of the beech leaves are either died or fallen off at this point. And so we're trying to.
So it's killing the young trees.
Yeah, the trees that are in the understory that are already stressed out from lack of sun and have beech bark disease are going first.
Okay.
It seems like some of the big trees with that are in the overstory, at least codominant or dominant, are living a few years longer.
Okay.
They're just healthy.
But living a few years longer, but not living.
Yeah, well, we don't know of any trees that are completely immune to it. No.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, if there was some good news, we have been surprised this summer that it has not spread as far north as we expected.
Okay.
It seems to be developing sort of a winter cold hardiness zone line.
Kind of like the woolly adelgids. It's kind of kept at bay.
You know, it's
With our
funny
winter.
you mention that because if you look at the hemlock woolly adelgid town by town maps and you look at the beech bark disease town by town maps, they're very similar.
Aha.
But they also come from the very same country. They come from Japan, both of them.
Okay.
And so they're sort of creating that line just south of the White Mountains.
Okay. So far.
The furthest north we know of beech leaf disease in New Hampshire is Woodstock.
Okay.
And the heaviest of all of the beech leaf disease damage is sort of from Concord south.
So what's this mean to the forest? What's this mean to our is the beech a big important fiber?
Well, it's not an important fiber, for paper or even for the timber industry, but wildlife is
wildlife.
just a fairly important to the bear guys.
You know, yeah, it was a former bear biologist. We got 6,000 bears, and what do they eat every other year? Beech nuts, beech nuts, beech nuts. That's what puts the fat on them so they can have cubs. Without beech nuts, we may lose the productivity of our bears.
And so we're recommending that foresters try to get some of this Reliant fungicide. It's called Reliant, is the trade name of the product, and try and identify all those trees that bears seem to go back to year after year.
Oh yeah.
Those bear trees probably need some protection for a little while.
So there is a treatment for our bear trees. Wow.
We think
maybe,
there is.
Maybe.
They've been
Fingers
doing
crossed.
This work has been worked on for a couple of years now down in Connecticut, and this fungicide seems to have some controlling effects on beech leaf disease.
Okay.
And so you can't do it to all the trees, but you can at least paint it onto some of the trees that the bears seem to be going back to consistently.
Wow. How about this summer? We've been in a drought. How's that impacted our forests?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what's impacted it worse. And the drought seems to be getting all the attention right now for the poor leaf conditions. but it really
Well, I just see leaves colored up already.
Yeah.
You know, we're 2
Yeah.
weeks ahead of
And
the
you know what's
of the
really
flow.
causing that? What's really causing that is the incredibly wet spring we had.
Get out. So it's not the drought, it's the wet
We
spring.
had an incredible year of foliar funguses.
Ah.
Leaf diseases were at an epic all-time high
Get out.
because of an incredibly wet spring.
So it's not the drought that's causing the leaves to turn early, as all of us speculated.
It's
the wet
actually
spring.
just the opposite. It's the wet spring.
Oh, here's the facts.
And I'm sure that there's some combination of the two
Right.
in a lot of places. But when I see really damaged heavy places where the foliage is not looking too good, it's from leaf diseases from the spring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll be
You know,
darned.
it's a funny thing about drought in forests. Trees have been dealing with it for tens of thousands of years,
Yep.
and they have ways to hold their moisture.
Okay.
And they get rain first, and they hold it, and that's why the streams are empty and
Yep.
the ponds are down.
Okay.
Because the trees are holding it all. And,
All right.
they
Look
have
out for number one.
Yeah, exactly. They have the ability to stop transpiring. They have the ability to hold on to their moisture, and so they're pretty good at
Okay.
hanging
So
in there for drought.
fear not.
No, the drought.
Fear not the drought.
Yeah. For as far as
It's the
Forestry
diseases
goes.
that are the big factor.
yeah,
And here's the disease specialist right here. That's why I came to talk to Kyle. Anything else you want to mention forest-wise? You know, coming down 93 when I've been up north, a lot of dead trees next to the
Yeah.
highway. Further back than the salt would hit. What's happening with the trees along 93?
So that's the leftover remnant mortality from the old gypsy moth
Okay.
outbreak from 5 years ago.
Okay.
Remember, there was
Yep.
probably 50,000 acres defoliated in North Conway,
And that's
it
the
really came out of
mortality.
Concord. And for the first time in my career, we saw a lot of mortality,
Wow.
and I think it was related to the droughty conditions those years too.
Okay. So drought and spongy moth.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's right. So the
yep,
name has
yep,
changed to
yep,
spongy moth.
wow.
My puppy wants to get out.
Oh. We have somebody else hanging out there.
He's really good.
All right. Ooh, look at this pup. I've got one. I'm going to get in another month. I'm going to have my own pup.
Nice. What kind?
German short hair. Yeah, I've had it my whole life. Yep. Oh, mine. I lost my old one this spring, and now I'm ready for a new one. And trees will renew, and, you know, they will. So we have a resilient forest.
We do. Yeah. That's
And,
the beauty of New Hampshire. That's one of the things about New Hampshire forests. We have really good soils. We generally get good rain conditions, and it's super diverse.
Nice.
You know, Alaska has 7 tree species
Really?
in the whole state.
Wow.
We have more than that right within 50 feet of us. So that's
We have a resilient forest.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that it'll hold up with this beech leaf disease.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Thank you so much. This is wildlife biologist Eric Orff with our pup on site. On site. All right. This is wildlife biologist Eric Orff for What's Wild in New Hampshire.